better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a
Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. What play.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to run it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To the ground, this time with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Slant route, and he's got miss it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2nd and goal from the 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. In the wrong direction. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolf. Reno. Ready.
They'll run here with a rookie. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To the air goes Daniels. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 9. 39 yards there, a big one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage. Because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third and goal, McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Wildcard for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Hey, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Down, it's Krosky-Merritt. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Moody good with the extra point. They take the lead here at 7-6.
Commanders 7, Vikings 6.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air with McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
How about some applause? The defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Get it. Go.
Here's Daniels. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Rodgers to return it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To the air again, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready? Go!
The final shot before break. Daniels. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Wildcard to kick off the ball game.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing. Right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Daniels. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
At the 22-yard line.
79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Vikings 13.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
At the 60, at the 60. 65, 18 right.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Get it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Rondell Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Okay, ready?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's got it. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bring up a 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They motion the running back out left. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he fires one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels setting up the screen here to Edwards. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Tiger, 70. Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one.
Ready.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky-Merritt.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go on my beat.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. if they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's first down. Back to throw. Addison hauls it in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Left side completion to Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside Detroit. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. That'll dip it into the bag of tricks there. But it does not work out. And it's 4th down now. 7 seconds to play. No timeouts, remember. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Wildcard win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wildcard, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gordon. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.